Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy Mike. Let's just say it. Let's just say the facts. Let's just cut it. The team that I'm wearing on my head, the team that I rep, the team that I make videos about mainly, the team that I talk about all the time, the Toronto Raptors, just have not been good. The Raptors are not a good team right now. They just lost to the Atlanta Hawks, and honestly, I hate losing to the Atlanta Hawks. Today, when this is posted, if it's not posted the Sunday night, it's be posted Monday. They're going to face the New York Knicks. I don't know how that game's going to go, so I'm doing this before the New York Knicks game. But quite frankly, I'm going to say this. We just got report, as I'm talking right now, that Van Vliet he's hurt, back tightness, which has been a problem all season. Probably one of the reasons why his shots have not been going in. Probably one of the reasons why people are talking about trading him so much. And I'm going to say this. This whole video is to talk about this. I was going to do a podcast. I said, forget the podcast. Let me just talk to the people. And it's simple. This is simple to me. What the Raptors should do. Every Raptor fan, or I would say some, are very frustrated. I myself, it just sucks. I don't like losing to Atlanta. I hate that team. I don't want to lose to that specific team. If I'm being honest, I don't want to lose to that team. But overall, the season hasn't been great. But still, we're not bad enough that if we just go on a 3-game winning streak, we're a top 10 team that's going to be in the play-in. I get what Masai says. Play-in for what? Why play-in? Just forget it all. So right now, if you're asking me what the hell I want to do, which every Raptor fan is trying to figure out what they want to do with this team, I'm saying you wait. You wait. The best move this team can make is not now. It's in the offseason. There will be a disgruntled star. There will be even a middle star, a middling potential all-star type player that's going to be disgruntled that we can potentially trade for in the offseason. Right now, I don't think it's time. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Honestly, if you're trying to get the most out of it, it doesn't make sense. The only player that you can get the most out of right now, besides OG, because we're not trading OG, don't trade OG, is Gary Trent Jr. The 3 guys you do not trade is OG, Scotty, and Pascal. That doesn't make any sense. Do not trade those 3 guys. Those guys are a part of your core. Everyone else has potential of getting traded. I've seen people talk about a Chris Boucher trade. You can probably get a late first rounder for Chris Boucher, if not maybe a second rounder, maybe 2 second rounders, maybe another quality, backup, maybe backup big, a backup shooting guard. We don't know. But that's what probably you can get for Chris Boucher. His contract's good. His years are good. He's a good quality player, good bench guy. Maybe another team who has championship aspirations could go after that. Maybe a Precious Achiuwa. He could be someone you may trade. You can't trade Otto Porter. I'm not sure a lot of teams are going to want Otto Porter, especially when he's out for the whole season. Thad Young may be a guy people are going to talk about. I'm not too sure how many people are going to talk about him, but maybe they could. A lot of people are saying the Raptors are going to cut off his contract at the end of the season. Who knows? But all in all, I'm saying the Raptors just stand pat. You can't trade Fred. He has no trade value right now. He's hurt. People can think about the fact that he was an all-star last year. That is a lot of potential that you can do. But I think right now you're going to think like everyone else and be like, man, he's hurt, hasn't had a good season. It's actually had a horrible season. Let's not sugarcoat it. His season has been horrible. But if we're thinking about that his season's horrible because he's suffering a legit back injury, then everyone should take a step back. Stop saying he sucks. Stop saying he's shit. Stop with all that noise. And quite frankly, just accept the fact that it's just an injury that he probably needs to rest for a month or 2. He probably needs a lot of time. He probably shouldn't come back until he's fully healed. If this back is hurting him this much, let's just take our time. Let's wait. I'm okay. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what the draft. Last year or 2 years ago, we got Scotty. We got Scotty after a horrible season in Tampa Bay. that season that we don't even talk about, really. Let's not talk about Tampa too much. Besides the fact we got Scotty, which is a great thing. But other than that, let's try to go for the top 10 draft pick. Let's see who we can get. Maybe get one of the Thompson twins. Maybe get a Nick Smith. Maybe I think his name is Devontae George. We can get one of those guys. Heck, if we can go in the top 3, that'd be great. If we can get a top 2, that'd be even special. The one thing this team has been missing is those draft picks, those draft guys. We're losing them. We don't have them. At one point in time, we had a Norm, we had a DeLon Wright, we had a Pirtle, we had a Siakam, we had a Fred. We had guys, we had OG, we had 6 young guys who were coming from the pipeline who are now our future, now our present. We need that again. This is why I believe you just wait it out. You just pause. You don't need to rush things. Sometimes As fans, we like to rush things. Sometimes as fans, we're like, well, trade them all and let's start fresh, let's rebuild. But you're not going to be the worst team in the league. You're not. If it was like back in the day, the number 1 seed would go to the Charlotte Hornets. Number 2 would probably go to the Houston Rockets, or vice versa. Those two are pretty bad teams. You're not as bad as Detroit, so you're not gonna have their record. So those are 3 teams you're not gonna be worse than. Yes, there's a team like OKC that kind of goes back and forth. You don't know what they're really aiming for. There's the Lakers, who right now they're good, so they should be fine. But all these teams are fighting. Some of them are fighting for the bottom pick, and so they're just not good, like the Houston Rockets and Charlotte Hornets, like I just mentioned. So the Raptors could be kind of competing with them. You just do what you have to do. But what I would say you don't do is you don't trade everyone. It's just not that time. I think Pascal, once again, has been an all-NBA type player. He's having an all-NBA season. He's an all-star, a bona fide all-star. If you have to name 10 guys who you have to name as an all-star, he's one of the 10. And yeah, I understand we can talk about some stars, but in the Western Conference, there's like 3 legit all-star guys, and everyone else, you're like, do I start him? Do I not start him? If Pascal was in the Western Conference, and I'm not trying to be biased, he would actually be a starting forward in the Western Conference right now. Because he's having almost the same exact numbers as a LeBron James. He really is. He's definitely not LeBron James. I'm not saying that. I'm not, like, watch your mouth. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, Pascal's been great. You just kind of keep that trajectory going. Keep him like just the way he's doing. You have OG, who's been an all defensive type player, who's gonna make an all defensive team. OG's been great all season defensively. Offensively, I see some people still saying that they want to see more from OG. I think this is exactly what we need from OG. 17 to 18 points a game. Just kind of be steady. Give us the great defense. This is what we have. And Gary Trent, who's probably been the best player besides Pascal all season, he's had the one stretch that he wasn't good was when Pascal was not here. So with Gary, he's the one that has the most trade value. Also because you probably are not going to re-sign him. Would I like to re-sign Gary? Yes. But kind of coming off the bench. And it all depends on how much he would want. And I'm pretty sure he wants that Tyler Hero, that Jordan Poole money, which the Raptors just can't give. So if you ask me, I'm just saying this simple. You don't do anything. You just wait it out. I know Raptor fans are going to hate this, but you got to be patient. You can't waste so much time with drafting everyone, then trading everyone once things don't go. You just can't do that. You got to be slow. You got to take your time. Patience is a virtue, and the Raptors need to be patient. Be cautious. You don't want to do a dumb trade. You don't want to sign someone like... You don't want to do a dumb signing. You don't want to do none of that. So unless the Phoenix Suns are calling you and they're saying, hey, for OG, we'll give you Booker. We'll give us OG and 2-3 draft picks. Unless you're getting Booker, then that makes sense. If you're not getting a Bradley Beal, then it doesn't make sense. Like, if you're not going to upgrade a Gary Trent Jr.'s position or get draft picks for it, you really don't do much for it, right? If you're not going to upgrade Fred or get multiple draft picks, you don't do it. OG... Pascal and Scotty are just untradeable to me. Those are the guys you're going to want going on in the future. I'm looking at a Boucher. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at a Precious. As much as everyone's playing well, you got to look at them all. But at the end of the day, this team honestly isn't that bad that it's not going to score a 9th or 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. The play-in makes everyone a little bit delusional, and maybe a little bit of a fans who could be delusional, including myself. And as much as we want to see this team be a top 6 team, maybe it's not it. Maybe this year's just not it. Maybe this year, in some way, say a generational draft, we go for it. Maybe we go for a top 10 pick and kind of see what we can do. Because at least we can say that we have Pascal and OG for right now. In the future, we can have a top 5, top 6 pick while also having Scotty Barnes. I don't know. But you Raptor fans, tell me what you think. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.